Today, while I was at a cafe working away, I stumbled across some old drum videos, some of my first drum covers I've ever made. And I had to literally put my hands over my mouth because it was so bad. It was horrible. I was mortified, took all I could not to turn it off, but then also I just couldn't help but laugh because it was so bad. And so I was supposed to be working, but I took about an hour and decided to go through all of my content, 10 years worth. I wanted to give myself a good time, so I gave myself an hour, and something embarrassing happened. I went through it in about 20 minutes. That was it, 10 years of content in about 20 minutes. And it hit me. I have been falling prey to the number one reason why bands don't make it. The number one reason why entrepreneurs fail. The number one reason why content creators don't get their name out there. And it's this idea that what you create is permanent. And it's true. With the internet, everything is permanent now. All of those posts from you in high school that you never wanted to be tagged in, but somehow you are, that is on the internet forever. You can untag yourself, but that's on the internet forever. So people get this idea that, oh, if this is going to be there forever, I want it to be perfect. So like bands, for example, they will spend, like personally, I think I've spent like 6 months in the studio. That's insane. Like recording and changing and tweaking and mixing. That's an insane amount of time. There's been so many different times. Content creators, they'll release one thing and then just stop and they're like, okay, I can't release anymore. And it's so funny because that's actually doing the exact thing they don't want. So the biggest thing that holds you back is that you'll be stuck and that you'll be remembered by that one piece of content. So you released your first one, and then right after you release it, you're already changing, you're already going in a different direction, you're already growing, and so you try to release another thing. And the biggest fear is that you're stuck, is that people will remember you for that first piece of content, and you don't want that first piece of content to be shit. You don't want your first product to be shit, your first album to be shit. Well, I'm here to tell you, it doesn't matter. You can release shit, and it's fine. Do you know why? Because as a content creator, your first 100 videos do not matter. They can be complete shit because those first 100 videos will get minimal plays when you've released 1,000. So you release those first 100 videos, then that doesn't matter because now you're releasing your next 100 videos. You've grown, you've changed. These are the 100 videos that are get more plays. Now these next 100 videos, they don't matter because you're releasing your next 100 videos. You see where I'm going with this? Same thing with musicians. You see this all the time. They release one album and the next album's completely different. They've grown and they're not afraid to make that step. And so they're not afraid to throw something out there at a chance that they'll be remembered for that, even if it's not perfect, because they grow from that. And so here's a challenge for everyone out there, as well as for myself, is to create content, to just go for it, to dive in, to take that step and do what you need to do to get started, because if you don't get started, you'll never end up where you want to go.